The greatest engineers of the past were once students of the subject just like you. I'm talking about Archimedes of the ancient era, Da Vinci of the Renaissance period, and Nikola Tesla of the Industrial Revolution. These men put their entire lives into developing theory in hydrostatics, mechanical systems, and AC electrical systems. Also that their findings, which is thousands of years of work by the way, could be passed on to us, modern engineering students. But modern engineering students, as you've probably seen, just shit on all of this hard work by skipping lectures, copying assignments, and spamming AI. And these types of students may think it's no big deal, but the truth is that these are future engineers that will have to solve the large-scale, deadly problems that this world has yet to face. But if we keep up this behavior, will we be able to solve such deadly threats to humanity? Chapter 1: Cheating. About a year ago, when I was in my materials science class, I had this one final assignment that was due for the class. And I had to optimize a carburization process for steel and to match the material properties. I was pretty stuck, I'm not gonna lie. So I asked this person that was in front of me, that I was kind of acquainted with, and I asked him for a bit of help on me writing my code. I was like, okay, I'm pretty stuck here. Could you guide me on what I should do here? And then he responded to me with a pretty disappointing answer. He said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I used ChatGPT for this assignment. I could send you what I said to ChatGPT if you need." And I was like, whatever, I'll ask someone else. So I go home and I text someone else for help on this assignment and more guidance. And he also tells me that he used ChatGPT. Holy shit, I'm actually like kind of pissed at this point because the first two people that I asked used AI to do their homework and they didn't learn shit. So I asked a third person, and guess what? Guess the fuck what? That third person that I texted told me that he used Chat fucking GPT for his assignment as well. And I'm here standing like, holy shit, the first three people that I asked used AI to do this assignment and they can't even fucking help me. Cheating has become so fucking common in the modern day, to the point where you ask anyone for help on an assignment and they used AI for it. And you could argue with me saying that, oh, it's not that deep to cheat in university. It's not going to do much down the line when you're actually working in the field, right? A lot of the stuff that you learn in university isn't applicable to the job anyways. And partially I agree with you for other majors. If you're an arts major and you cheat on your coloring book, nobody gives a shit. If you're a business major and you cheat on your assignment that has questions like 1 + 1, 2 + 2, 7 × 7, and all this basic math shit, nobody really gives a shit. But us engineering students, we're literally tinkering with science itself, the code of the universe. And if we don't understand what we're tinkering with, what do you think happens? Deadly shit happens. Engineering is a career where you quite literally build flying machines. You build giant buildings like skyscrapers and bridges that hold tens of thousands of lives every single day. Millions of lives along its entire lifespan of that project. Engineers do large-scale projects that affect a large amount of people. So if you cheat in university, act unethically early on in your learning stages, then you're going to carry that habit on later when you're actually an engineer in profession. And not only that, but you fail to learn the concepts that is crucial for your role. Like for example, if you're a future aerospace engineer, aspiring aerospace engineer, and you cheat on your thermodynamics exam thinking that it's not that big of a deal, then you risk you building or designing an engine that is faulty and killing hundreds of lives that is on board on the airplane. Like look what happened 3 months ago from the time that I'm recording this video. There was a UPS cargo airplane that crashed and killed 15 people total. That was only a cargo airplane. Imagine that was full of passengers. Imagine that was filled with your family members. Imagine you knew some people that was on board. Would you think that it's okay that that engineer that built that airplane acted unethically? Because quite literally, it's most of the time the engineer's fault for these engineering tragedies. Because we're the ones that put hours of work and 4 years of studying into a degree to learn the complex knowledge Nobody else knows the complex concepts other than engineers. The CEO is not going to know the complex concepts. The fucking pilot's not going to know the complex concepts. You're going to know the complex concepts because you studied them for 4 fucking years. And if you cheated during those 4 fucking years, then you're going to risk lives being taken. And I don't think you want that blood on your hands, do you? So take this seriously. The same thing goes for infrastructural engineering. Like if you're an aspirational structural engineer and you don't know the basic mechanics of materials concepts, then dude, you're gonna build a bridge that is possibly gonna kill hundreds of lives. In the same case as the airplane. Like dude, look what happened just in the past, under the past year. There was a Gambira bridge incident that killed dozens of lives. There was a Liari building that killed dozens of lives. All of that just happened in the past fucking year. And then look even deeper into it. Some of the larger tragedies like the Sampung department store collapsing that killed 500 or something lives. And it's engineers that is at fault. So take this seriously. You can't cheat in university. You can't keep doing this and keeping up these habits. You know it, because you wouldn't be still watching this video. If I offended you earlier on, then you would have clicked off. But you know that I'm speaking the truth, which is why you're here still watching me and listening to my words, because you know I'm speaking fucking facts. Listen, nobody else on this platform of YouTube is going to give you the raw and unfiltered and quite frankly depressing advice that you need to hear and instill into your mind as an engineering student but me. Nobody else is going to tell you this advice but me. Like, look around you. Like, look at everyone else optimizing for ad revenue by not swearing during their videos. Like, look at me. I've fucking sworn 20 million times during this video. Everyone else is trying to be professional and script their videos 100% word for word. And look at me. I've scripted it like there's 2 words on my fucking script. And this video is what? Like 10, maybe 15 minutes long. I'm not just speaking from my brain. I'm not just speaking out of my mouth. I'm not just speaking out of my ass. I'm speaking from the depths of my fucking heart. This is my raw truth and of knowledge that I need to install into you. I'm not like the other engineering YouTubers out there. I'm telling you not to cheat. I'm not telling you, use the Pomodoro technique. I'm telling you the real, more important advice rather than the general advice that all the other YouTubers spam and spam and spam. And if you agree with the mindset that I've told you so far, which I'm assuming that you have, because you've made it this far into the video and you've been nodding along with me, and if you've disagreed, you probably would have clicked off by now and left a hate comment, but you haven't done any of that. You are a true engineering student who wants to save humanity with their work, and you find purpose through this kind of career. I really think that you should be part of my community that I'm trying to build, of the strongest engineering students out there. I'm trying to assemble them all into one single community, linked down in the description. If you are a grateful engineer and you have such a high purpose towards engineering and you actually work ethically towards engineering, then I want you to be part of that community. I want you to post inside and share your lessons that you've learned throughout engineering school. So check it out. I really think that you would be a great fit. I'd love to talk to you inside of there. Chapter 2, lack of purpose. Now there's this one quote that I think is really suitable for this chapter of the video. And it goes something like, "He who has a why can bear any how." And I don't know if I fucking butchered it, but it's really true for engineering, because we all know that engineering is a hard degree, right? So many people drop out. Something like 50% of engineering students drop out before graduation or something. And those people that drop out, why do you think they drop out? Obviously, because it's too hard, right? But the deeper answer to that is that they don't have a reason to keep going. They don't have a why. So what is your why? I'm not talking about why, but I'm talking about your why. What is your why? Because if you don't have one, there's so many engineering industries to choose from, so many type of work that you could do, which is going to actually help humanity and develop it into a better race. Like, think about that for a second. Engineering does so much for humanity. efficient transportation so that you could see your family across the world. There's the aerospace industry, which helps protect against planetary threats like asteroids. There's an environmental engineering industry, which helps protect the environment around us and helps protect wildlife and helps keep water clean for the marine life. The automotive industry, which humans quite literally depend on nowadays. Like, look out your window, you'll see a car pass by. Then there's infrastructure, heavy duty machinery, consumer products, so many other different type of sub industries under those general industries that I just listed. And there are thousands, literally endless of sub industries out there, general and micro industries that you could choose from. And if you haven't chose yours yet, then I really recommend that you do, because when you do define what type of work you want to do in the future, then that's the point that you know what is the essential actions that you need to take, like what type of design club you need to join, what types of personal projects you should start on your own, what types of classes you should really double down on to really solidify all of the concepts into your mind. You need to know your purpose as an engineering student. It doesn't start after university, it starts fucking now. Because imagine graduating university and being like, oh, I still don't know what type of work I want to do. I'll just apply everywhere. I'm fucking speechless from people who don't know what type of work they want to do. And you might have seen them yourself. Like, ask a bunch of people in your class. A lot of them will say that, oh, I'll just see where the wind takes me. That's such a weak mindset, in my opinion. Honestly, you're doing 4 years of studying and pulling all-nighters and studying for exams, being miserable for this time period here, even if you are passionate, and you don't know what your why is. It's no wonder that so many engineering students drop out, and no wonder why engineering students fell off and they complain so much about their work. Chapter 3, gratitude. Bro, there are so many engineering students out there, and I think you could agree with me. There are so many engineering students out there who have so much complaints towards engineering. Like, oh, I have so many labs I have to attend to, so many tutorials, so many assignments, and so many lectures that I have to attend to. Like, oh my gosh, it's all bullshit. But bro, like, this is what you signed up for. Does anyone who enrolled into engineering, did anyone even think that it was going to be easy? No, you sure didn't, right? I sure didn't. Nobody else thought it was going to be easy to graduate engineering school and get the grades necessary to actually complete the degree, right? Yeah, people here are just like crying, like, oh, boo-hoo, I have to study all of these triple integrals problems. But bro, there are people out there who would give their lives, give anything to study engineering and be in the place that you're at right now, where you're living on campus and you're around like-minded engineering students and you're studying complex concepts. Like, bro, if you don't believe me, I'll tell you a very specific story from Nikola Tesla, one of the greatest engineers of all time, who pioneered AC electrical systems, right? The polyphase system that we still use today. The story starts off when Nikola Tesla was just 18 years old or something, somewhere in his late teens or early 20s, before he studied engineering, right? And Nikola Tesla's father, Milutin Tesla, he did not support Nikola's dream of becoming an engineering student. He tried so much to convince his father to let him enroll into engineering school, but no matter how much he tried, he couldn't break through to his father's opinion. However, one day, Nikola Tesla got really sick with the cholera disease. And one day it got terribly bad, where he was quite literally on his deathbed. Like, he was on the verge of death. And Milutin, Nikola's father, he went to his side and he said, please muster up your strength and fight this and please survive. And then Nikola, his only response was, perhaps I will get well if you will let me study engineering. Those exact words, quote unquote. And then Milutin, he responded to his son and he said, I'll enroll you into the best institution out there. And then Nikola Tesla, bro, quote unquote from his biography, he said, Nikola Tesla came back to life. That's how much engineering meant to him. And he's not the only one who literally praises engineering and puts engineering on a pedestal and would give anything to do engineering work and study engineering in your position. Be grateful for the point that you're in right now because, as I said, there are hundreds, thousands of people out there who would give it all to be in your position. Be grateful for the hardships that you have to go through, which is actually developing your character. Be grateful for the all-nighters that is actually building your resilience as an engineering student. Be grateful for all of the engineering students around you. Be grateful for all of the engineering professors out there who can give you the advice that you need to hear. Be grateful for it all. Be grateful for your education. Be grateful for the money that you have to actually enroll into engineering. Be grateful that you can actually get a loan to enroll into engineering. There's so much to be grateful for as an engineering student. But the one thing that I want you to be most grateful for is the fact that you are going to do life-changing work, that you are going to do world-changing work, that you are going to help humanity build itself towards a better future. Be grateful for that opportunity because nobody else can, because not much other people can say that. If you agree with what I've said throughout this video, that you shouldn't cheat as an engineering student, that you shouldn't have no purpose as an engineering student, and that you should be grateful as an engineering student, then you have the same mindset that I have towards engineering. And I really think that you should be part of my community. I would love to see you posting all of your thoughts inside of the community. I'd love to help you build personal projects and to succeed as an engineering student by gaining your experience and gaining your industrial experience. I'd really love to help you out because there's no one else that I'd love to help out other than a purposeful engineering student. Thank you for watching this video.